Hey everybody, it's your boy Personette, back with another one of our Legacy Project interviews with an alumni. Now, we've had alumni here that graduated a couple of years ago. We had a guy, Mo, who graduated 2 years ago. We've had people graduate 5, 6 years ago. Greg graduated many years before that.
Yeesh.
This is Greg Watson, whole government. Greg, where does the world find you right now? What are you doing back in this school?
The world can find me. Well, I'm on social media, the Greg Watson.
Okay.
You can find me on Instagram, the Greg Watson. What I'm doing myself now is I work with professional athletes. I'm a sports agent now, and I own my own company. I've been in the professional sports industry for the past 17 years.
So think about what he just said there, okay? Took himself from this high school, moved on to owning his own business. Now, you're here not just because you're here just to say hi. You're here because you even have a program to help our students. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have a mentorship program where my business is DOE, I don't know, accepted. I don't know.
Yeah, you're a licensed vendor.
I'm a licensed vendor for the DOE, and I partner with schools around in New York City to work with the students in the city. So mentorship to me is very important. I think when I was their age, I was looking for maybe a mentor or wanted somebody to look up to guide me in life, and so that's my time to now as an adult to give back.
Okay, you want to tell us about some of the projects and things that you've done? Other things like you were talking about investments and I want to say the MWBE and all that stuff. What's all that about?
Well, MWBE is another tool for people who own their own businesses to just explore big opportunities to come in, and it's a very hard thing to get into. But if you're very accepted, if you're accepted in the NWBE process, life becomes much easier. You can get better contracts for schools. You get contracts with
real estate.
Real estate. It's just a big opportunity for you to grow your business.
So you're going to look into that again. That's the MWBE. Okay, it's a program from New York City to try to help minority business owners and women business owners, and it's a big deal. And you were lucky enough to get through the application and get it. Not an easy thing.
Not an easy thing.
Not an easy thing.
Don't give up. That's the thing with these big processes. They want you to give up. They throw loopholes at you to make you give up, but just stay with it. It's the end, because when you get at the end zone, then it's going to be worth your while.
Okay. Now, how old are you that you start all these businesses? Like, you graduate high school, and you jump right into it? How's the world work?
No, I graduated high school. I was blessed enough to have a brother that went to the NBA, Chicago Bulls, in 2009. At the time I was young, I was just happy to be around and travel the world and experience all the professional NBA games.
So you're saying, it sounds like you're saying you learned life from life itself.
Yes.
Like you're traveling, your experiences taught you more.
Yes.
Okay, so go on. So you're doing that with him.
I'm doing that with him. I'm also taking care of his day to day, so I get the experience of working with a professional and just making
it's a lot of responsibility too.
A lot of
it's
responsibility. But I realized when I was about 25, 26, I wanted to stay around the game when he retired. So what can I do to still keep my relationships going and stay around the game when he retired?
So what was the next step? What did you start to do?
I started to look for jobs at sports agencies. Priority Sports, CAA, other independent owned sports agencies, but they just wasn't hiring guys like me back in the day. Or if they did, they wanted you to bring them a first-round draft pick in the next year's NBA draft, which that's very hard to do, because if you're a hot athlete, you already have your people that's around you, you're already hot, so everybody's trying to get to you. So they know that you can't do that, and just try to build a relationship with the number one pick or NBA lottery pick in that short amount of time is very tough. So they try to send you on a mission like that they know you can't complete. But after a lot of no's, I felt like I ran into one yes. When one sports agency told me, "Hey, move out to California. When you get here, we'll hire you." So that's what I did. I moved to LA, shipped my car, and when I got there, they never picked up my phone calls, texts, or emails. So I used them. Ignoring my text messages as a screensaver for motivation to myself to never put myself in that position again.
That's such a powerful story. Like, sometimes we need that reminder of the time we didn't have it to remind us of the time we're going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next step? You did that. These guys, kind of jerked you around, and then what?
Did that.
So now you're in LA.
I'm in LA. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I signed for a lease for about $3,200 a month. You know, I was banging on a job, so I was trying to figure out what was I going to do. So I was still looking around, and that became my idea of, man, why am I asking these people for a job when I've been in the industry for so long? I got my own connections. It just had to ring to me. I never realized the connections I had for being in the NBA since 2009. So COVID happened. That's when the best thing that happened. I had all the time to put all my ideas down on a piece of paper and really sit and think about how I want to do this. And when the world opened back up,
you reassessed all the stuff that you have, and you said, I don't need these agencies. I'm already the man. I don't need their connects. I got my connects.
Yes.
So COVID happens, and then afterwards you
open up my own sports agency.
And how was it tough to get your clients? How'd you do this?
Well, they already know me throughout the industry. So now that they know that you're a sports agent now and doing your own thing, the relationship was already built. They know your character. They know you around the business already. So I didn't come in straight as a random dude. I already built my relationship with these guys throughout the
For years. They've known who you are and this, and the responsibility of taking care of the day to day and all these things. Okay, so you sign some players, you get some. I know, if I recall, you were talking about also artists too, musicians.
Well, entertainment side, but I stopped doing that.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't mention it then. Rewind and we'll take it out. Okay. So you tried that. You see, that's another thing though. Look, hey, you miss a lot of shots, but you got to keep taking them, and some you're gonna hit. And so he missed, but then he rebounded and he hit and he hit and he hit, and now you're doing something you love.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 17 years, so I just felt like personally, I didn't want to just go out and get a regular job and waste all the connections I've made for 17 years, because that's a long time and a lot of connections to make. So that's why I still decided to be in the professional basketball industry.
So now you do that, and now you're coming to the schools for the mentorship program. It's got to be a fulfilling life.
Yes. When I was in school, I would have never thought that I would be here 20 years later and trying to help the youth, but we need it. We need mentorships, and we need to know as young men that you're going to run into a lot of no's, but you just need one yes.
Now, we have talent out there that may want to reach out to you. How can they do that? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, the Greg Watson. Find me on Facebook, Gregory Watson. That's about it. I don't use TikTok or anything like that.
I'll post them all. I'll post all the links.
I have a LinkedIn, Gregory Watson.
Hey, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I just got to say how proud I am. So when I started teaching, he was one of my early year students, and obviously you saw talent there. You just hope they could pull it together. Shout out to the Malcolms, the Basils, the Ron Wards, and the Laiks and stuff like that, and the Rodricks. But it just, Sammy Baez and all that, those cats. But it's so gratifying to see people that just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And now the utmost levels of success that they're able to have their business and give back.
So I was the guest speaker. I will be guest speaker at the graduation.
How cool is that?
At 2026.
We should have a poll, okay? Should he mention Personette in the speech, okay? I think whatever they say, okay? If you guys vote thumbs up, yes, he should. I need that in the comments. Make sure he gets it. That Personette should be mentioned many times, more than once. Okay. Hey, thank you again.
Yes.
It's your legacy, and you see, sometimes you try stuff and it doesn't work out. Sometimes you got to believe in yourself. Took the chance and made what he wanted to happen. Guys, it's just an outstanding story here. It's your legacy. It was his. He's making his. It's time for you to make yours. Best of luck, everybody.